Hey, what's up, guys? Mr. Surplus Nut, bringing a couple of videos to you guys on showing you how to paint the engraving, either the serial number, the specs of the weapon in whatever color you might like. The one that I recommend is the white, and many people out there are doing it with a crayon like Crayola, and many have tried different colors like neon green or fluorescent orange, and they stand out, but the best one for this is the white. Now I'm gonna be using my new Glock 20 for this little project, or I guess if you can call it a little upgrade, just to the lettering on it can stand out. This is my Glock G20, okay, 10mm. Yeah, a zombie killer. And we're gonna go ahead and do the magazines. We're gonna start off with the magazines, doing the all the engraving that's on there. And I just want to show you guys, I did this one, and that's how it's gonna look, the final outcome of it. See where it says 10mm, then all the little numbers you could do, and then on the bottom where it says Glock. Okay, and first I want to show you guys that all mags are here on the table here, and the weapon is completely clean. There's nothing on there. Okay, and we're gonna be needing a few things for this little project. First of all, it'll be a few Q-tips that I have here. You're gonna need a few sheets of paper towel. Then you're gonna need nail polish remover. It really doesn't matter if it's acetone, if it has acetone or not. I tried it a little bit on the finish, on the slide, on a little very small corner, to see if it was gonna, leave some type of mark or shade or anything on it, and it didn't hurt it. I mean, the finish that they do on these Glocks are very extremely durable. So we're gonna need some rubbing alcohol. Regular alcohol is fine. This is like 70%, I guess. And you're gonna need nail polish. Okay, one thing I need to tell you, I don't really know a whole lot about nail polish, so I had to go to my daughter for this, because I asked her, which is a real good nail polish as far as brands go, and she told me that she uses some that they're okay, but they don't last long on her nails, and she uses this one type that really lasts a long time, so that's the one I'm going for. And I said, well, you know what, which one is that? Because that's the one I will try to use, because if it's gonna stick on your nails, and it lasts a long time, I'm sure it has good adhesive where it'll stick to whatever I want to do here now. So she went ahead and told me about this one called Hard As Nails Extreme Wear. Walgreens sells it for like $3, and she didn't have any white, so I made her go to the Walgreens for me and get it for me. She got it, and this is the one I'm using. I think white is the best one on Glocks, because it really stands out from the black color. And like I'm saying, this is I tried it on this one, and it came out really, really nice. I did the crayon, the white crayon, on my Glock 21 SF. You guys can go and check that video out on the review that I did on that weapon, just on the weapon itself, and also on the gun with the holster that I'm using for that, which is the ITAC Defense retention holster, which is the one I'll be buying for this gun. And on that video you can see how my Glock 21 SF, it has the white on it, but I did that with Crayola, with like white crayon, and it's lasted till now. I mean, it hasn't fallen off. But I think maybe the paint might be a little better, because that's like wax. The crayon is made out of wax, and I think this is a little bit more durable and more probably professional. I've seen it where they do it, and it does happen. You put the once you're scrubbing that crayon on there on your slide, even though you can get a credit card, like I've seen in YouTube, other people uploading their videos on that, and they get a credit card and they scrape it off, whatever. But once they show it to you and you see it on the light, you can see where there's marks on the actual material, either the magazine or the slide. And I did notice that on mine. That's why I haven't even tried retouching it, because I don't like that. You have to really look it up close to see what I'm talking about. But it leaves a little bit of a, I guess, like the little scrape mark as you're going back and forth with a crayon. It leaves that on there. So I think this is a lot better. If you know how to do it right and you use, acetone and all that, it leaves no aftermarks on that. I mean, it came out really nice. Look at that, Glock Austria. It has the little 1 next to it. All the numbers came out perfect. I mean, this mag came out just perfect. So we'll go ahead and get started on this. I'll put this magazine over here aside, knowing that it's done, and we'll go ahead and get started with this one. This one is like, nothing on it. One thing you want to do, you want to get alcohol. You want to get alcohol with a Q-tip and clean all that area, like the little numbers, and degrease it. You'll be using alcohol to like degrease anything that with your hands you might have. Let me go ahead and focus a little better. You want to go ahead and just run the alcohol there where it says Glock down here, and then just give it a quick tab on each number. That alcohol, it will evaporate, especially if you blow on it, but it does a really good job. I even use alcohol when I'm gonna re-blue my metal parts on my surplus rifles. That's the final thing that I use. It's alcohol, and it really does a good job degreasing everything, and it evaporates, so you don't have to worry about it. I mean, if it still has a little bit of residue, you can still go back with the dry part of the other side of the Q-tip, and just kind of like, all you're doing is evening out the alcohol itself, just to make it evaporate a lot faster. Now that's there, all clean. See that? Now you don't want to touch that. Okay, you don't want to touch that. So what you want to do, you want to go ahead and let's get started with the nail polish. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and get some of this stuff on here. Here, you guys can see that. I'm gonna do the bottom. And the 10mm part. Okay, just let it kind of like fall in there. See how that worked out? That's what you want. You want to leave it like that. Okay, and then kind of like just blow on it a little bit. Now one thing what I do with this, as it dries up, I get a little piece of paper and I cut it. Okay, and I make a little square out of it, just to kind of like help the paint go in there in the grooves. And don't worry about the mess, because the mess will it'll get taken care of with the acetone. So you want to get like the little corner of the paper and kind of like work it in there, push it down, and at the same time you're going to be removing the excess paint. Okay, and go back and forth like that. See that? You're going to be doing this to kind of like shove the paint in there. You got to be very careful that you don't try to get paint inside those little holes. You don't want to plug that up with paint. But yeah, you'll be taking the excess off. Doesn't matter if it looks like that, because the acetone's gonna do it. You're gonna put this thing aside, because you're gonna be working with this. You want to keep this little papers in all areas. So I know this is gonna be my kind of like clean up little towel paper, you know, little piece of it, and at the same time I use it as I'm cleaning it and pushing it down into the grooves of the actual lettering. So now we can get a bigger one. Okay, you're gonna go like this, wrap it around your finger, and you're gonna get the acetone. We're gonna get the acetone. Let's back it up a little bit. You're gonna get the acetone. Okay. And don't worry about it, this stuff will take it off. And you start hitting it. Okay, let's get a little closer. You start cleaning it really good. It comes off, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay. It will come off. So you just gotta kind of like work on it. Okay, and after this one's done, you want to toss that away and get another piece. Okay, get another piece, and you want to do it again. And always keep another clean one, because this one you're gonna use to kind of like get the excess acetone off of there. And look how nice that's coming out. Okay. Now if you noticed on these Glock magazines, you're gonna have like a little groove, like I guess, you know, from the magazine itself, like the little plastic part, see, like that around here, and it goes up all the way on each side. You're gonna end up getting painting there, but you don't have to worry about it, because you can get one of these wet with acetone, and then you're gonna go ahead and clean the outside of that. Okay, that's how you're gonna take the paint off the little groove on the side there. You're gonna go all the way up, and on the other side too. On each side, you're gonna take that off like that. That's what you use. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to go ahead and do 2 or 3 coats of this stuff. Okay, you let it dry for a little bit. And you let this thing come back. We're gonna come back and we're gonna hit it again after this. Okay, we're gonna probably do a second hand, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump on the numbers. Look how nice that came out. Okay, and look at the bottom. Very nice. Alright, so we'll be back.